May this be one of the last videos I ever have to make about this terrorist regime that is on the verge of collapsing. But before we close out this chapter of doom, I do have to warn you about what's coming. First of all, this is not an attack. It is not an assault. It is not belligerence. It is not war. It is a rescue operation. It is not just a rescue operation of 90 million Iranians who overwhelmingly support the removal of this dictatorship. It is a rescue operation of the entire planet, of the Middle East, where this regime's proxies have terrorized from Israel to Gaza to Lebanon to Yemen to Syria to Iraq, of the Western world, where this regime has terrorized from Australia to Europe to the UK to the US. It is a freedom mission for humanity and democracy. That being said, it has never been more important to apply critical thinking. This regime is still engaging in a mind war to convince you otherwise. Anything that this regime reports has to be disregarded as unreliable. Why? Because there is no apparatus to confirm anything that it reports. There is no apparatus for democracy, for veracity, for truth. There is just a propaganda arm. There is no free press. There is no free speech. Whatever tells you is a carefully constructed narrative that they've been building for weeks, months, if not years. Please think carefully. As soon as this regime's basis was struck, it didn't report back to Western media that its officials had been killed. It reported back that Iranian schoolgirls had been killed. Why not just say that 2,000 starving infants in an orphanage had been massacred? And that same Western media, the same Western media that ignored when tens and thousands of protesters were slain by this regime, were the first to report its lies. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, what side does Western media stand on anymore? Are you on the side of freedom? Are you on the side of truth? Are you on the side of humanity? Are you on the side of democracy? Or are you on the side of the terrorists? And if you didn't understand just how depraved this regime is, then understand this. After it slaughtered tens and thousands of protesters, their family members told us that they never gave those bodies back. Why? So that they could repurpose them later and claim them as casualties of war. I promise you that you do not understand the scale of the operation that we are dealing with here. You do not understand the mind war. Forget what the mouthpieces are saying to you. This is a watershed moment in history. It is a rescue operation for not just 90 million Iranians, but for the Middle East and for the entire world. And I don't care where you have stood up until now. I don't care how many times you believed the lies. I don't care how many times you ignored our cries. I don't care how many times you ignored humanity. All is forgiven. All I ask is that you stand on the right side of history today, because this is our moment. This is our liberation movement. This is the Iranian Independence Day. So stand with us now.
Since the moment Supreme Tyrant Ali Khamenei was killed in the recent US-Israeli strikes, something extraordinary has happened across Iran and in the Iranian diaspora. The floodgates of long-silenced voices have burst open. For 46 years, millions lived in fear, whispering their true thoughts, hiding their real feelings, risking arrest or worse, just for dreaming of freedom. But now, with the tyrant gone, Iranians everywhere are finally saying what they have held inside for decades. Today, we are going to hear from them. Take a listen.
It's the FaceTime with my cousin in Iran, and she asked me to share this message with the world, especially you diaspora, so please listen to the full video. For those who don't know, 95% of my family still lives in Iran. My mother's side is Mashhadi. She told me this, that every single person she knows has lost someone close to them. In Mashhad, bodies were piled in the streets, wrapped like black garbage bags, the way trash lines city sidewalks in New York. She said her mother's apartment building had bodies reaching all the way up to her doorstep. Someone we know was shot multiple times in the leg. He couldn't go to the hospital to seek medical help. People are terrified to go because...
Yeah, I mean, first of all, let me just say on behalf of 90 million Iranians who didn't have the opportunity to speak until now because they were muzzled, thank you to the United States, thank you to the United States military, thank you to the IDF, who are the only people who actually committed to this rescue operation when the rest of the world turned away. It is absolutely no surprise that the American left are against this operation, because for a long time they have been on the side of the terrorists ever since October 7th. Nothing new, nothing different. They've been trying to mask their narrative behind some type of pro-humanity rhetoric, when all along we can see what this is really about, which is their hatred for the West and their hatred for the West has never been clearer in a situation where we are dealing with the worst atrocity of our time. And instead of standing behind the Iranian people who have been screaming for help while they have been massacred, instead they remained dead silent. And when this rescue operation was enforced, was the first time they spoke up. We're talking about the mayor of New York. We're talking about Congress people. This is the first time that they have spoken up, not to defend the Iranian people, but to defend the terrorists that have been massacring them. And that just tells you the greatest truth of all. That just tells you that the mask has finally fallen. These people who tried to lie to you, who tried to tell you that they were all about humanity, were lying from the beginning. And now the proof is as clear as day. It was never about humanity. It was never about human rights. It was always about hating the West. And that famous term that the communists once coined for those people, useful idiots, have never been clearer. Why? They're useful because they propagate communist and Islamist propaganda, and they're idiots because it is suicidal propaganda. Well, the mask has been dropped, the truth has been revealed, and the Iranian people and the rest of the world and civilization is now going to be free thanks to the United States and Israel.
Yeah, well said.
They're killing them. So their family pooled nearly $2,000 to pay for a private doctor to come to their house so he wouldn't lose his leg. Most people can't even afford that. They're afraid to go seek help. They're getting infections and they're slowly dying in their homes. Phone lines, as we know, are being monitored. So families are writing messages on paper and holding them up to the camera when they can FaceTime. She said the internet is turned on briefly as an act of surveillance to track and hunt protesters. She says what's happening is just unimaginable. People are being killed so easily. My mother also spoke to a female family member of ours in Tehran today, and she said, we're fine, but we were all beaten. They beat the shit out of all of us. That viral video of a woman being kicked in the head that's been going around, that's just one leaked clip of what's happening every single day. Most stores are closed except for basic necessities. Prices were already inflated. She says they've tripled in the last 2 weeks. Many Gen Z Iranians rely on online businesses, importing and exporting goods from Turkey and Dubai. She says no one's been able to make money this year. People have nothing left. And despite all of this grief, despite all of this, she said something else to me. She said, don't cry. Negaran nabash. Don't worry. Omidvar bash. Don't lose hope. She said hope, omid, is all we have left. And if the diaspora gives up hope, cosmically it's putting negative energy and darkness into the world. She said people want intervention because without it we will die. We are watching a real life Handmaid's Tale. The numbers coming out daily keep increasing in the tens of thousands who have been murdered. This is devastating. This is a massacre. And if this becomes normalized in Iran, if we look away, it won't stop there. It will spread. So please keep speaking up. Please keep putting pressure on world leaders to act now. She said, Aziz kheli az dast dadim. We've lost a lot of loved ones, and the only way they will ever find peace in their hearts again is if this regime is gone. And she also said this too. When they do manage to get a few moments online and they see all of your messages and voices, they feel less lonely. And that gives them hope.
I grew up in a country where I was told that if you show your hair, you're going to go to jail. You will receive lashes. You will get killed like Mahsa Amini. But here they tell me that, shh, if you talk about this, you're going to cause Islamophobia. Phobia is irrational. But believe me, my fear and the fear of millions of Iranian women in Afghanistan is rational.
Exactly. Yes, there's
I mean, honestly, you're not scared of Islamic laws? You're not scared of being killed?
Yes, I am.
I mean, if don't, then there's something wrong with you.
How can you enable that?
Look,
why do they enable that?
I invite them all to go and live under Sharia laws in Iran and Afghanistan. They would say no. They always try to downplay our cause, that who causes Islamophobia. I was like, oh my God. Even here in America now, someone monitoring us that we're going to cause Islamophobia. Those who lashes us, those who kill us, those who hang us, those who, if we say that I don't want to be Muslim anymore, they're going to kill you. Those actually create phobia. I mean, of course not me.
We've been waiting for this moment 47 years. 47 years. And this is amazing. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you for keeping your word. Thank you. We really needed it.
It's the best day of my life. Hearing this news, Khomenei is dead.
I'm just so excited. It's been for 47 years and it's over. We can't believe it's over.
It's a relief, you know, that anybody gets killed is not really something that you can rejoice. But I know that he wanted to be a murderer. He was ready to be killed, and he deserved what he got.
Here's how Iranians are celebrating today. Meanwhile, in Massachusetts,
boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere.
Not a single Iranian in sight. What are you protesting here?
Thank you, Israel. Thank you, USA, for helping us out. We will never forget it. Never. They're going to tell you Israel and USA are invading Iran. They're not. They answered to Iranian people's call for help. And yes, we love Israel, we love USA, and that's just the way it is. Take it or leave it.
I'm so excited tonight that I can't even sleep. What is happening in my country right now? We've been waiting for this for years. Let me say this clearly. Do not speak over us. Do not speak for us. If you haven't lived it, you do not get to define it. We are scared, yes. We are fearful, yes. But we are also hopeful, and we are ready to take our country back.
Okay, today I've got a special message for my non-Iranian friends, especially those, the anti-Semitic clowns who were silent for the past 3 months, but suddenly today they care about Iran. Why? Because Israel attacked Iran. But my question is for you. Where were you when the Islamic regime massacred and killed more than 30,000 people, including children and women? Why were you silent? I know why. Do you know why? Because the murder was not Netanyahu or a Jewish person. Then it's okay. Even if the whole country is being killed, it's okay. But if the attack is coming from Israel, then you post 20,000 stories on your Instagram, TikTok. Then my question for you is, are you for humanity, or are you just supporting a movement?
For the first time in nearly half a century, Iranians are no longer afraid to speak the truth. From the women burning their hijabs in public, to the youth waving the old lion and song flag, to the Iranian voices in diaspora expressing their feelings and hope for restoration of Iran. They are sending a loud message. Iran was never meant to be a theocratic prison. It was Persia first, a proud ancient civilization of poets, scientists, and free thinkers that was hijacked in 1979. Khamenei's death did not just remove one man. It cracked open the dam of fear that held back an entire nation's dreams. So as the streets fill with dancing, tears, and jubilation we've waited decades to see, now the question for the world is simple. Will we finally stand with the Iranian people, the real Iran, or will we look away again? To every Iranian watching this, whether you are in Tehran, Isfahan, Los Angeles, or anywhere else in the world, your voice is being heard. Your courage is inspiring millions, and your day of freedom is closer than ever. I stand with you, and I wish you nothing but success. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.